Hey guys, it's Kate. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. This video is for those of you that want to happily live below your means and you're looking for that frugal mindset that's gonna work for you for the long term. If this doesn't sound like something you want, click out, check out another video another time. But if this is what you want to talk about and this is the frugal inspiration you're looking for, keep watching. Number one, romanticize your frugal life. I don't know if it's just because it is spring now and it feels beautiful and things are starting to come to life, but I like to romanticize my frugal life. I like to think about it in like a dreamy manner. And I know maybe those of you that are new to frugal living are thinking, how can this be romanticized? Well, let me tell you how I do this on the daily. It's time to delight in the ordinary, the average day. If you can find little ways to be delighted all day long, it's gonna make your frugal life a lot happier. And the idea of not spending a lot and living within your means is going to be a lot more appealing. In order to do that, you have to love what you have right now, just as it is. When I get up in the morning and I come out of my bedroom, I look around my house still, and I know this sounds so corny, but I'm like, oh, thank you for this house. I look around my living room, my kitchen, my son's room. I'm just like, my room. I'm like this, the bathroom, just every space, every nook and cranny. I'm like, thank you for this place. I love it here. So filled with gratitude, right? And I know, and it's like every morning I'm like, oh, I get to live here. I love having my own space, right? But even when I did not have my own space yet and we were renting, I would still be filled with gratitude of what we had in the moment. And then eventually, things might change over time, but be super grateful for what you have right now, just as it is. Want what you already have. Maybe your car is getting a little bit older. I drive a 2015 and I'm gonna run that thing into the ground. And I love that car. I talked to her. She's female. I don't know why she is. And I talked to her. I'm like, oh, thank you for getting us place to place. Like, I just absolutely love having a set of wheels that is dependable. Thank you for the gas in the car. Thank you for the car insurance. Like, I get to go place to place. It's just a very small thing to be thinking about, but it's really a big deal. Turn the ordinary into extraordinary. When you're making food, look at your dishes. I'm like, oh, look, I have all these dishes. I have all these pans. I have all these utensils to make this delicious food for my home and my family. I know it sounds corny, but I really think like that every single day. Some days are harder than others, but for the most part, I love what I have and I'm very grateful for it at all times. And wherever you are right now, be grateful for that right now and try to look at that in a positive way. And next, don't wait for the weekend. Just last night, my son was talking with his friend and he lives right down the street. And now on a weeknight, we don't do anything that's kind of out of the ordinary. And they wanted to just play outside for a bit. And this is the middle of the week. And I'm like, yeah, let's go for a walk. So we went for a walk. They played outside. I hung out with the mom. We hung out. She's a friend of mine too. We were talking and enjoying. We got back home. We were playing ball in the yard, played outside for a bit. It was just like a really nice time, completely free. And I feel like people think they can't have leisure time during the week if you are working like a full-time job. And you guys know I work a full-time job, a part-time job. I run this channel. And sometimes I just think I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Make time for it. Don't just live for the weekends. Try to find little ways to enjoy the whole week so that this frugal life and living below your means feels like it's a delight at all times. You don't have to wait for the weekend to have fun. Sprinkle in little moments of just amazingness throughout the week, right in the middle of the week. It's awesome. Number two, learn to cook what you love to eat. You guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, I didn't really start cooking until a little bit later in life. If I'm being perfectly honest, as much as I was resistant to it before, I have come to really feel joy in simple cooking. It's not complicated, simple recipes. I've shared some of my crock pot meals with you here on the channel, but my favorite thing right now is the stovetop. Sauteing things on the stovetop. For example, vegetables. Growing up, I had like peas and corn, but now as I've gotten older, I love cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, like all the vegetables that I didn't even really think about growing up. I feel like they were more like not the way that I season them now. Now I season them and little oil, little butter sometimes, and the seasoning, crisping them up on the stovetop. If you guys, a lot of you love vegetables, but a lot of you maybe are a little resistant. If you start cooking them to this crispy deliciousness, I just love it. Like, it makes me so happy to cook this up. I just had some for lunch today, which leads me to, when you love cooking these meals, make sure to make a little extra so that you have some for lunch tomorrow or the next 2 days, so that you can just bring your lunch. As we know, that saves a ton of money, but it's also better. Like, if I cook up a really good, simple meal, I would rather have that than any takeout. Like, this is just, it hits my taste buds right, because now I've learned how to season it correctly. Sometimes I use even Mrs. Dash, but I use like nutritional yeast, maybe onion powder, it depends, but maybe a little garlic. The sky's the limit, you guys. But if you learn to do that and then make extra, it's gonna save you a ton of money, but it's also a delight. I actually like it. And the other thing about that, to live a simple, frugal life and stay living below your means, is repeat those favorite meals, especially if you live alone. If you live alone or with someone else in the house that really likes these meals too, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I think I used to think cooking was scary. I don't know why. I don't know why that was in my head. Like, it was really complicated and hard, and I wouldn't make anything that was good. Like, I was kind of negative about it. I thought I wouldn't be good enough at making things, but Kaden loves my cooking. Like, loves it, guys. And I've come to actually really enjoy the food too. So if you're a person that doesn't cook a lot right now, I'm gonna highly encourage some simple meals. And if you're a person that loves cooking and you make something amazing, leave it in the comments and tell us what it is that you make so I get more ideas. Number 3, create joyful rituals that feel great. These rituals that I have cost me little to nothing, and they just feel amazing. Again, making that living below your means frugal life a happier, joyful, pleasurable experience. So like in the morning, I look forward to that one delicious hot cup of coffee with my cat on my lap. She comes to find me, I feed her, I feed Kaden, get the coffee brewing, and I go sit at my computer, and she jumps up into my lap, circles around, gets comfortable. And that moment of her sitting there purring in my lap, my coffee going, and just I catch up on some comments from you guys. You guys start my morning great, so I look forward to reading your comments, drinking my coffee, hanging out with my cat, and I always do my financials in the morning too, just 5 minutes, looking at my checking, looking at what's come out, making sure everything's right. It's real quick, it's easy, but it's pleasurable because it's paired with cat, coffee. Who could ask for anything more? It's a very pleasurable time. In the evening, I like to burn candles. I like that soft lighting at night. If you have little twinkle lights or candles, like you can kind of switch the big bright lights down to like evening time lights. Oh, that feels so good. In the morning, the opposite. I love opening up the curtains and the blinds and letting that sunlight stream in. These are very simple things that cost little to nothing, but are a joy. Personally, I'm not a big fan of like extensive rituals. I like simple. The cats know the rhythm of my house. My son knows the rhythm of the house. It helps us get into sleepy time like mode, and it's just so simple and helps us stay with our routines and enjoy them. Number 4, if you want to continue living below your means this spring, you've got to take care of what you already have. A lot of people are like, more, I need more. And you're cluttering your house with things you don't need. And you're not even taking care of the things that you already have. So let's talk about a list of things we need to take care of. First of all, our bodies, right? You got to eat right and you got to move it. Let's talk about our hygiene. You've got to take good care of, now, not extensively with the skin, but you know, washing face, washing hair, all the normal hygiene things to, you know, feel good. That's what you got to do, feel good. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, I talked to some of you guys about having cystic acne once in a while. As you can tell, I don't have any on my face, but sometimes on my neck or on my shoulder or my chest, I'll just get this big pimple. And I found a patch. I'm gonna leave the link down below. They're super cheap and there's like almost 200 of them. So if you have that, if you get a pimple once in a while, I'm in my 40s and I'm still getting them. I'm just gonna leave that link down below because that will help get rid of it. Don't pick it, just let it do its thing. Put that patch on, they're kind of magical. So I'll leave that down below. But you gotta keep your mind healthy. If you're doing things that is making your mental health suffer, or you are surrounding yourself with people or situations that are making your mental health bad, you gotta consider how important your mental health is, your physical health, your mental health. Don't let that kind of be swept under the rug. It's very important because if you want to live a frugal, simple life living below your means, you got to have your head right. And this whole video is kind of setting you up for success, I hope, when you're listening to these tips. Being stressed out, not getting enough sleep, eating food that doesn't give you fuel and actually puts you out, like puts out your metabolism, makes you want to take a nap. That's not going to help. Not drinking any water. Oh, you guys, we got to do the basics so that we can be at our best and we can enjoy our lives. When's the last time you cleaned out your car? If you are lucky enough to own a car and have a car and be able to get where you need to go, is it a mess? Is it a disaster? Like if I sat in your car right now, would you be like, welcome to my car? Or would you be like, oh my gosh, I have to move over piles? What's your garage look like right now? We really can't even have that conversation. Mine is not the best, but I'm hoping this spring when the weather is nice, I'm gonna be able to get out there, do a little better job. The decluttering of the rest of my house, you guys know I'm in good shape, but is there some things you can get rid of that will help with your mental health, the physical space? I'm a big believer that your home should be your sanctuary. So if you've got stuff that is not serving you, get rid of it. When your clothes come out of the dryer, are you putting them away? Are you throwing them in a pile? Let's hang them up. Let's fold them. Let's get that out of the way. I know so many families that are like, oh, there's just piles and piles of laundry. Let's take if you're doing the things that we're talking about, you're eating right, you're moving your body, you're getting that sleep, you're drinking your water, you should be able to be, hopefully, right, in a good state where you can do these things. But if your house is full of clutter, you're not eating right, you never move, you're like a couch potato. Hello, we all are that sometimes. You're not drinking your water, you're not getting enough sleep, you're stressed out, you're not gonna wanna do any of that. Am I right? You know? So just all these habits pile up. And if you wanna live below your means and not be stressed, all these things come into play. I just wanna I feel like I need to mention everything. There's so much more, of course, but I hope this is helpful. You know I love a good recap. So number 1, romanticize your frugal life. Number 2, learn to cook something you love. It's worth it. Number 3, create joyful rituals that feel great. And number 4, take good care of what you already have. You've got it already. You already have it. Take good care of it. More will come into your life, but in the meantime, take good care of what you've already got. Make it impeccable. Make it amazing. Make room for more things or people or relationships in your life, but you got to take care of what you've already got. You got this. Living below your means is one of my favorite topics on this channel. If you type in Kate Kaden, living below your means, you will find endless videos because I love talking about this. Because if you spend less than you earn, you're not going to be in debt and you're not going to be as stressed. It's just the way it is. So if you have a tip that you want to share, something that you do, maybe a mindset trick or just a simple outright way to live below your means, please leave it down below in the comments so you can share it with everyone. We love to read what the K Squad's up to and what's working for you so that we can try it too or get new ideas. And if you want more frugal living tips, I've got a lot. I'm gonna leave one for you that I think is gonna be most useful for you right here to watch next. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.